Here's one of my photo op walls in my office. This is a picture I took actually of the Hollywood sign when I lived up on Cahuenga in Hollywood, and it was just a couple of weeks before the original Hollywood sign blew down. I think it was KRLA or some radio station was doing a promo, and they lit it up that night. I went and took my pictures, and a couple of weeks later, been blown down. There's some of my Academy of Television Arts and Sciences cards and Directors Guild cards over the years. Here's, as I mentioned, one of the first autographs I collected from Don Amici. Here I am many years forward working with Evel Knievel on cycle law. In Connecticut with Bill Clinton, in fact, here's the card to the ticket to that event. Remarks by President Clinton at the Rich Forum in Stamford, Connecticut. And that's Wolf Blitzer's autograph. And I got Wolf and I said, I don't think I'm going to get Bill Clinton's. I got to meet him though. Yeah. Working with King Kong Bundy, who fought Andre the Giant and others. Here I am with the jacket at the condo. I used to live in Culver City, and it was Orson Welles' jacket because we would excuse Orson early, and then I would go about being the hand model for the pours of the wine. And other little known fact about Orson Welles is he didn't have buttons. His jackets and his shirts were Velcroed together. I think it was because of his fat fingers, but it was very interesting. Someone made the comment, it was Abdul, the tent maker, made his shirts because they were kind of a heavy canvasy material, and then the cuffs were held together with Velcro. We did do a shot one time where he had his hand up and they put in a button just so it would look natural. Working with Dolly Parton, doing some Hispanic commercials, King Kong Bundy again, Sandra Locke at a DGA event. They tell you when you do commercials, don't work with kids or animals. So the very first commercial I ever did had an elephant and a little kid in it. Magic Johnson, Drew Carey. This is the Cable Ace Awards. This was at the Oscar de la Hoya Foundation. Had an old car show with Jay Leno. Back at a black tie affair with George Foreman. Worked many years ago with Larry Elder, who now has gone on to write books and have other TV shows, and I saw him just recently where he was talking down in Orange County. Here I am with Tom Berenger, a very young Tom Berenger. He was an aspiring actor at this time, but also was an airline steward, I believe for Eastern Airlines, flying to Puerto Rico out of New York. And that's his firstborn, and my ex-wife is his firstborn's godmother. This was the commercial with the kid, but before we had an elephant, I sat in to make sure the elephant wasn't going to come through the wall. Here I am, a body double for Joe Penny. Here I am attacking Justine Bateman, and you'll see a knife to her throat here. They retouched out the knife. Poster I did, that is an 8x10 Polaroid. And I doubt if you recognize the girl, but if you saw Apocalypse Now, she's the one who stepped off of the helicopter up in, I think it was Cambodia, with the pistols blazing. And we then did a Porsche shoot with her. Radio show icon Shotgun Tom Gelly was nice enough to give me an award in 2010 as Publicist of the Year. He got his star on Hollywood Walk of Fame. Here I am with Larry Kasdan, back when he was my copywriter at the agency. Jimmy Durante. Here I am directing Charlton Heston in a Pete Wilson commercial. He had a very good voice, but we had to have a breath track because he was wheezing so much because he had emphysema. So he would inhale like that. So we had to not totally eliminate it, but we had to make it much less. And he was rather hefty here. Here is John Belushi. Picture is from Animal House, but the autograph was from the 1942 movie premiere in Hollywood.